Hey beauties, morning to you. You know, sometimes the more things change, seemingly change, the more they remain the same. And I'm saying this in light of this sort of a tribalistic politics that I really don't like. I mean, people can be very loyal, people can be devoted, but not to a point of almost stupidity and mediocrity, where you become very careless in a lot of things. And I'm saying this in light of, I was listening to Mark Golden talking, saying that it's almost like he's saying he doesn't understand, what's really going on. Because the Integrity Commission has stated that they had gotten whatever documents or documentation as it relates to the Auditor General's report. So in other words, what they're saying is that the House Speaker has already tabled some of the very same things that he was chiding, Minister Holness, and I'm talking female, the wife of the Prime Minister, on that it was already done. So it gives the impression that he's a liar. It gives the impression that he's deceptive. It gives the impression that, he cannot be trusted. And, sometimes you don't even know what to believe. You don't even know what to believe. Even if your mind is swayed a particular way, you really and truly do not know what to believe. Because sometimes you may be confident that something is so, and when you check it out, it is not so. So what I'm saying is that, look here, as politicians, we really need to get an act together. We're tired of this. And these are the things because of a lot of tribalism, a lot of this tribalistic politics, where because people are so die-hearted, this or die-hearted that, they don't find ways to eliminate anomalies. They don't find ways to quickly get, ensure that the accountability framework is actually being active. It is actually being active. Had these things been active and done, we wouldn't have these problems where we're wondering is who telling lie, who is this, who is that. Because now we're hearing a different story. We just come out of a situation where people are saying that the man is attacking the man's wife, in which he was not. He really was talking about the job description that we prefer when you don't have nepotism, because these are the things that will happen when things are not being dealt with. It's not going to be dealt with properly. Accountability may not be had because, they're connected to the person, they love the person, whatever the reason may be. These are the things that we talk about now. You see, the Integrity Commission is saying that, yes, it was tabled, this was done, and, I know Mark Golding is coming out and the man looks so frustrated and look, like he can't even manage and handle his problems, like he cannot manage or handle his issues. We're tired of this type of politics. One can't just, as politicians, just do right by the people. And I'm talking whether you want to be GLP, PNP, or some other political party. It just seems like a background master sort of thing going on here. And we're kind of really and truly tired of it. We're tired of it. It's like you don't even want to hear say he, she say on the seashore, any sort of thing anymore. We're just tired of hearing it, really and truly. Right now, I'm just at my wit's end. I don't want to hear he say, she say. She sells shells on the seashore. I'm tired of it. Me really no business is who, This is madness. The Jamaican people want good governance. They want good leadership. They want to know that they have more monies in their pockets. They can do things that they want to do, that they've worked hard to do. The law-abiding citizens, the ones who have educated themselves, the ones who have gotten themselves higher skills. It's time for them, to experience good governance and good rewards. This cannot be right. All of we get one life, we live one shot at life. But then if you do the right thing by the people, for a change, man. Someone can't make the names go down as good leaders. I'm not shame. I'm not feel, embarrassed. That if your names were to be called to be in the Lamb's book of excellent leadership, that you're an excellent leader, and the masses, the general people can categorically, and they can state the points as to why you're a good leader if they look at that framework of what a good leader is. Someone not shame, so the name now go call up there, sir. You not feel embarrassed? No, sir. And only one life you have to live. Because let me tell you, no matter what you do, good or bad, you need to read the book of Ecclesiastes. You understand? No go dead. Uno a go dead all the way. We are go dead out. But you know what? Some of our names are going to be wiped out. It's not going to be called. Do you know why David's name, the Bible says David's name will be called throughout generations till God comes? Because he was a man after God's heart. Was he perfect? He was a man after God's own heart. Let me finish that. Was he perfect? No, he was not. And people only remember the Bathsheba story. With Bathsheba, him committing adultery and setting up the husband to die. Remember, there was a census, and what's his name again? It was Jairus or whatever his name was. Starts with a J. Said, no, sir, don't do that because a lot of people will be killed. This is not something of God, you sure? And him never listen. And a whole heap of people got killed. And God said, you know what, David? I'm going to present 3 punishments to you. Choose. And even God had to kind of pull back because they couldn't manage it. A whole heap of people end up dying after, And David said, Jesus, may I tell you, why am I never just listen? Listen. And sometimes you get good advice, See, the Prime Minister get up and said that their party is a party that listens and learns. David never did listen. A whole heap of people died. You understand what I'm saying? And the Bible says his name was called throughout the generations because he still was a good man, Because when them confront him, he wasn't arrogant. He wasn't filled with pride. Any wrongs him do, him say, God, boy, I'm really do wrong, And him say, boy, I'm humble myself and try to make things right. Be it for say any one of our political leaders come out and apologize for just them wrong behavior, wrong attitude, not one on, because pride and ego must reign in our lives. And I know say God no walk with the proud and he doesn't walk with the scornful. So if him no walk with you, no blessing now go follow, no favor. Not because things go people way means favor and blessings following, That is why the Bible says when he blesses you, it comes with peace. You can sleep comfortably at nights. You don't have to look over your shoulder. You don't have to be, knowing that you didn't get the thing from God. Because the devil can give things too. I won't say blessing. He can give things. Can promote you. Make you get a whole heap of money. But just know that the day is going to come when you have to pay that piper. Just know that. So no feels, you may feel like all is well and dandy. You see some people who they did wrong over the many, many years, and when you see their fate as they get older, how them stay bad, dead bad, look bad, stay bad, look terrible, mash up awful, like they were run over by a truck, a very fast moving truck, by the freight train and a bus in one, and stay there, and it's like their names are wiped out, they're forgotten, never to remembered. I'm telling you, so stay there. He who laughs last certainly laughs the best. And that's a very big, big, big statement. Time for the politicians stop this deceit and lie and trickery and madness and have the people in a sort of a merry-go-round. I'm tired of it, man. I'm disgusted by it. You hear this today, you hear a next thing tomorrow. You hear this today, you hear a next thing tomorrow. Before you go set on yourself, say, you know what? Make we do the right thing, promote people who need to be promoted. Because when you talk about if you give wage increase in 2 years' time, wage freeze, and because a peer don't spot to put some time up there in many of the positions, a peer don't spot unqualified, unskilled people or low skilled, low educated, don't up as a tough, can't learn it hard up, come like cement pan gravel and rough sand with water in the hot sun for hours upon hours. Tough up. Then I must expect say investors and money won't come in. Before we get up and say we could do something right by the public sector workers. While they increase, while they their training and their knowledge, their wisdom, their understanding, their application to the work so that we can bring in monies without having to borrow a beg and thief. I mean just I said they borrow beg and thief. I'm not saying that any one of them steal. I'm just annoyed. I'm literally annoyed. I'm literally annoyed. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of them kind of politics. Let me just... It's like Jamaica just... I don't know how we're not tired of the haggard living and the haggardness and the roughness and the coarseness, the aggression, the... sort of thing. It's just like that's what's just happening with us. Want a better Jamaica, man. Want a good leadership for a change. And pay the public sector, them the workers, them money is what them supposed to get, man. And I stop drag out the thing. And link the JCSA president too. Sure. Anyway, guys, follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this message, please.